Hello, everybody. Hey, happy Sunday. Little different day. We're having a pop up live tonight. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you've had a nice weekend. For some of you, my Southern Hemisphere friends, it's Monday already. So I hope your week is starting out great. It's been a beautiful day here in Boise until maybe about the past hour. And then it decided it was going to be winter again. So what are you going to do? It's still in the 40s, which is great, above average temperature for us. So anyway, please, when you are popping on, please say hello. Let me know you're here so that I'm not crafting alone. I hope I'm not crafting alone. Let me turn this up so you can see. Oh, there we go. Look at my little cute little Valentine's decorations, and I even color coordinated. Hey, Leslie and Julie. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to see you here. So, we have a specific little project we're going to work on tonight. Sliding looks horrible on me, but that's okay. There we go. Oh, that's better. Okay. It's not ricocheting off of my forehead. So we have a fun project. Oh my goodness. Why did I wear this shirt? It has a weird neckline. Um, this we are going to be working on a kit, all-inclusive kit, only $13 US. You will not even believe it. And I haven't opened the kit, and we're going to work on it together. We're going to see if this thing is just as simple and easy as it looks. It looks like it's super easy. We're going to put it to the test, and we are going to see if that is true. Hello, Cindy. Hello, Lisa Patton. Very nice to see you guys. I'm catching you on a different day and different time. So we might be getting some people who normally just join us on replay. Hi, Alicia. So yes, hello everyone. If you are new, please don't feel strange or worried or anxious about posting. You just come right on in. Nobody's new here as far as I'm concerned. And we have a great little group of regulars, if you will. Okay, so as you're coming in, I will say I am Lisa Harden. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And one of the things that means is that I sell all of these beautiful paper crafting products from Stampin' Up! And tonight I'm going to be showing you a kit, an all-inclusive kit at the bargain price of $13 US. I can't believe it. So, like I said, we are going to put it to the test. We are going to see if this kit is as simple as it seems. How can it be this simple? I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, just a minute. I already forgot something that is going to make it simpler. I need to plug this in. As suggested or as required by the instructions, we need a hot glue gun, and that's not included, right? Instructions clearly say that. Lisa, I knew that until I started working on some other stuff. So we will sit here and chat for a minute, and I'll show you some other little things I have for you, but it won't take long for that to heat up. So make sure you have a hot glue gun if you get this project, but who doesn't have that? And if you don't have that, just that's one of the few things that we do not sell. So just stop by your local whatever crafty mart and get yourself a little hot glue gun. Okay. The only problem with me and the hot glue gun, finally, I have put it into a certain area, and I do not vary that area because I'm always trying to put it in a handy place for myself. At which case, the next time I need it, I forget where it is. I do almost every time. So now it has its own drawer. Ah, okay. So hello, Ethel, and hi, Joan. Gosh, everybody's coming on. I don't think you're working. Uh-oh. Can you not hear me? Maybe. Let's see here. Maybe I needed to add that. Can you hear me now? You never know with me and the audio. So, everybody tell Lisa and I if you can hear me and if the audio is okay. It's always a crapshoot. I feel like I know what I'm doing, but it doesn't ever get easier. And then when I think I get the audio right, then sometimes it's off. So please let me know. You always manage to burn yourself with a hot glue gun. Well, okay. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate that. Sounds fine. Thank you. What do you know? Like I said, And the other night, so just yesterday, I guess, seems like a long weekend. Boy, that doesn't happen very often. So yesterday I did go live for a drawing and I didn't think you could hear me. And that was true. You couldn't hear me because I didn't want to bring my face on. I'd, I'd had a rough start to the day. I was just kind of having a painful day. And so I didn't look very camera ready. But we did get the drawing and it was Mary Ellen. Let's see. So I have two pending. So Mary Ellen has already contacted me. She won this really cool host set of Scenic Garden. It's really neat. Once you start really looking at all of these little line drawn images, you can do so much different coloring with it. So that's Mary Ellen has already contacted me on that. And then Kay Werrer. I I'm sorry. I think that's how you say your name, Kay, but you were in last week's drawing, and so you have one more week to please send me, private message me your address so I can send you the sweetest cherries. If not, it will go back in the treasure chest. That happens sometimes. But just know that if you share my weekly live, which is normally live on Thursday nights at 7 p.m., unless I have to move it for whatever reason, but normally that's the night. If you share my videos all throughout the week, but especially that one, then you go into a drawing the following week to win something fun. Sometimes it's a stamp set. Sometimes it's always something, usually Stampin' Up, some Stampin' Up product, because I know you're always going to love that. Okay. So, hi, Roz. Glad to catch you. Leslie says she hears me all the way down under, no problem. Well, if you can hear me, Leslie, then we are good to go. If you and Joan can hear me, then I know I'm good. All right, let me give it a little, yep, it's heating up. Okay, so let's dive into this. First, I want to show you, let's see. Yeah, so this is what we're looking at tonight. It is called the Wreath of Blooms Kit. Here is the item number right down here for you, and it is only $13. Yeah. So if you would like to add this to an order tonight, you can head on over to thestampingzoo.com if you live in the United States. I'd be so grateful and happy if you would shop with me. This is a job for me. I have another job, but this is a job too. I run my Stampin' Up ventures as a business, and so I do sell the product. I keep in touch with you to make sure you don't have any questions. I follow up if something has gone wrong in the shipping. So I do a lot of stuff that helps you hopefully receive perfect supplies and then know what to do with them. Okay, so again, if you want to shop with me or look at my classes or just take a look around the Stamping Zoo, maybe you want to sign up to have the starter kit. The starter kit's so great for the rest of this month. So we talked about that last time, but you can go over there and you can look at all that. But you can definitely order this kit. I would suggest ordering more than one because once we get done making this, you will see how easy it is. And I've already thought of a bunch of different ways to use this kit. And so between you and me, we're going to think of all sorts of ways to use this kit. And I think you're going to want more than one, especially at that price. My team is called the Zoo Crew. As I mentioned, if you are interested in joining Stampin' Up as a discount shopper, getting a fantastic starter kit special right now, you are welcome to do that. And again, you can go to thestampingzoo.com and I think it's just join now or join my team. There's a tab again at the top and you can find out all about it. And that great deal I was talking about is that you have a couple of different options. You can either purchase, let's see, do I have mine? Yes. The mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. You can get this in a brand new color called boho blue, or you can get it in this classic white. For $129, you can purchase the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine plus an additional $175 of product. That's a good deal. Okay. And if you already have a die cutting machine or the mini is not of interest to you for whatever reason, you can still get the great deal of $175 of product for $99. And again, you choose anything you want, anything that's current online, anything. You can choose the online exclusive products that I showed you last week. And from there on, you shop with a discount of at least 20%. And then here's a picture of the little boho blue. Okay, so I just want you to know about that, as well as if you are shopping with me during January and February, as we all know, this is celebration, a great time of year. If you make purchases equal to or in excess of $150 with me during January and February on one or more orders, then you will be invited to my VIP celebration. Get it? Celebration. There we go. And it is like a party and a class all in one, scheduled for March 11th. You can join it online or live. And during that class, one of the things that you will receive is the Adorable Owl stamp set. So if you are planning on purchasing that amount of product from me by the end of February, don't worry about adding the Adorable Owl stamp set to your order. I already have it for you. Okay. So you can spend your celebration dollars on something else. Okay, everybody. So I think the heat gun is warmed up. Yes, let's hope I don't heat myself. As Leslie says, she, okay, now I want to check back with Lisa. Lisa Patton, I hope you can hear me. Lisa Patton, come in. So as Leslie said, she doesn't ever use the heat gun without burning herself. Well, I'm not going to get cocky. Okay, so first off, you see it comes in a beautiful little box. It will get sent to you just like this. Easy for shipping, right? It's about 8 inches in diameter. I am already in love with the size of it. It's going to go right back. Let's see if I can point on that door right there. So I think it's a great size. The packaging is super nice. And again, keep in mind, you can give this to someone as a kit for them to put together or as a finished product. You want to get together with some friends and buy this kit. Everybody buys their own kits. You have some tasty drinks or some snacks. And then everybody goes home with this beautiful wreath. What a nice, I think that's a nice outing. So that's one of the things I'm already planning on doing with it. The other thing is I was thinking during Mother's Day, I usually have a little party sometimes for my mom and aunts. I would like to do that again this year. Anyway, I might buy all of these and make them in advance and use them as our decorations. And then they get to take them home like party favors. This can be a party favor for a wedding, for a Mother's Day, for anything, for just a spring get together, right? Because there are lots of things you can buy people for $13, but there are not a lot of things that are probably going to be as nice as this. So, all right, so let's check it out. First thing you need to know about our kits is they have a beautiful picture as an example. Then they also have these beautiful instructions. No words on them. Well, some words, but this one has some words, but it doesn't have the instructions written out. It has just these really nice pictures, okay? And then it has a ruler on the side in case we should need that. We probably will need it for something. And then let's see here. In the back, it's showing us all the pieces and parts. So if you want to, if you were worried that you only got one of this thing or something, just know that all these pieces and parts are here for you to kind of take inventory. I'll just rip it all together. I'll rip it all in parts and then wonder where things are. Leslie says $23 for Aussie friends. Sorry, Aussie friends. And then you just scan this code. And these are in most, if not all of the kits. Scan this code act like you're going to take a picture of it on your phone, okay? That's how you scan it. And then the website will come up. You can click that website, okay? Just like I'm doing for you. And it will take you to an instructional video. Now, I watched the instructional video a few days ago. I'm sure I've forgotten everything I saw, but you can watch it again, right? It says we recommend that you scan it and watch the instructional video. So it was a great instructional video. Sarah showed me how to put this kit together. And back here, it tells me the coordinating colors. I know you can't see that right now, but and then this also tells us, let's see, for this particular kit, I think it's the same QR code, whatever it's called. I don't know. I act like I know what it's called, but I really was just reading. Okay. So anyway, everything looks very clear, doesn't it? Looks very easy and clear. Now, has anyone put this together? Uh, Give me a thumbs up or just tell me in the comments if you put this together and if you have any tips, tricks, anything that varied from the instructions, right? Right now we have, this is going to be the wreath base, right? It's a chipboard. Okay. And again, I think it's about 8 inches in diameter. So if you were to give this to someone, it's not imposing. That's one thing is like, if you gave someone like a wreath and you were like, here's your wreath, and they go, wow, oh goodness, where are we going to put that? No, this is not like this. Yeah, this is 8 inches. So you can just hang it up any old place and just enjoy it. And it's not going to be a big, huge commitment of decor. Okay. Oh, Roz doesn't have this kit. Okay, Roz might have this kit before we're done. We'll see. No pressure, Roz. Okay, so we get some little brads that are colored to coordinate with the project. Looks like Cajun craze and black. We get some yarn. It's like a really thick twine. And this is going to be at the top, this little decorative piece. It's like me trying to open bags at the grocery store, right? Okay. Ooh, that's pretty. This is like a very vanilla. It's soft. It's almost like a thin yarn, I would guess. Anyway, very pretty. That's going to be the hanger and the top decorative piece. Then we have some tear and tape. Not a full roll, but enough for the kit. I like that. And then we have some little punch out die cut pieces, and they're scored too. So immediately I just want to punch these out and make these little piles. Okay. So what has everyone been doing this weekend? I have been getting ready for the Spring Fling retreat, and it's been really fun. So Suzanne, Nets, and I, as you know, are putting our hearts and souls into our Spring Fling online retreat. Oh my gosh. I started cutting, and then I realized I'm going to cut about 140 card kits. And so I better get going. So I did half of them this weekend, along with some other fun stuff. So the online retreat has all sorts of components to it, kind of like this wreath. It has videos, it has PDF, it has actual card kits and prizes, all sorts of stuff. I'm so excited about it. So, and I know that some of you are have registered for it. I'll be so glad to have you there. So now this, as I'm punching these out, I would say these are a little bit thicker than the laser cut pieces that we receive for cards. Okay, already I can tell it's a little thicker. It feels pliable. So, oh my gosh, Mary Ellen's still on the road for sports events. She is the most supportive sports person that I know for kids. Or, yeah, I think it's mostly kids sports, isn't it, Mary Ellen, that you do? It seems like you're always doing something sports related. Very cool. She says she is 34 miles from home. Went to town to watch the grandkids wrestle. Wow, good for you. So then again, just punching out all these cute little flowers, and you can see they already have little circles or little punches out of the middle of them, and I'm sure those are for the brads. Those pretty brads. Oh, now we've got these cool I love the color combinations. They never fail to disappoint, do they? With this like old olive, night of navy, must be calypso coral, maybe petal pink. And then these are in here. I may or may not use them. I don't know. Yes, hello, Kathy. Kathy Sock. You're on live with Lisa. I know it's just a weird time, isn't it? I just decided, like, I've been working, like I said, I've been doing a lot of work today. And does that make me not want to do more paper crafting? No, makes me want to do more paper crafting. So I fed the dogs. And then they were like, oh, we're settling down for TV now. And I was like, no, it's not TV time yet. Okay. Oh, it also comes with this piece of chipboard. And you could use this. I am using our silicone mat to rest my glue gun on. But you could also use this. It was very nice. And I know, Kathy, right? How perfect. You're here for the live. That's what happens sometimes when I come on live at these odd times. So I call them my pop-up lives. I think we're going to need the bone folder. I can already tell because we don't want our flowers to just be all flat. So as you can tell from this great picture, I'm tempted to just make it from the picture, but I'm not going to. Okay. It's just say, Lisa, calm down, read your little instructions. They're numbered. Somebody put a lot of work into these. So here's how we make the first flower. We need the 3 pieces and then the 2 little, I'll call that the pistils and the stamens. Ooh, look at me. Hey, Kathy Strang, glad to catch you. I'm sure you're coming in from a busy weekend. You and Gracie need some rest. So, and then you make this little yellow, cool yellow looking thing. And then, so there's like the 3 main flowers there. Okay, and then it's telling us to glue gun. Let's just go for it. Let's try to make this flower, okay? All right, so I like to look at the picture. I'll be looking at the picture a lot, I'm sure, but it's this. We're going to make this flower right now. Oh, is it as easy as I said? No, I didn't say it was easy. Stampin' Up said it was easy. So let's see. Okay, so yes, I will have a little bit of time to visit with you guys since it's going to be so easy, right? And I also want, I take your pick tool just in case some of these didn't pop out. Oh, the other cool thing is look at this. These are 2-sided. Okay, so the color is throughout. So when you look at this little wreath from the back, it's still going to look really finished. It's that already impresses me. Okay, so we need the 3 of this color. Petal pink, probably with a little calypso coral on the ends. And it's telling me up here to shape, form, formen, vormen. It even gives us all the languages. Shape it. Kind of break these fibers down to create a flower instead of a flat flower. I'm sure you can make this as bendy or as turned up as you would like. See how I'm just going right like this. Okay, and I'm going to do it a few times. Make sure my hand's kind of up there. I'm trying to get like a continuous curve in these petal pieces. I should move these other pieces over here. You guys will have your turn. Okay, same thing. Again, nicely finished on both sides. I did not expect that. So that already is, it helps you because there's not like a right side and a wrong side to do this, right? Okay, so I think you can see what I'm doing. Just between my thumb and my bone folder, just putting pressure on these petals, right? And already they look adorable. Look at that. Okay, so now it says, no, it doesn't say, it just shows me. It really just shows me how to do it. There's 1, 2, and 3. They're going to be, the petals are going to be staggered. I know that both from looking at the picture, but also because I put a flower together before. Thank you for sharing, Darcy, and hello. Okay, and then the other thing it's going to have on it, remember, is it's going to have these 2 pieces. the pistil and the stamens. I don't know if that's really what they are, but again, these are two-sided also. I'm going to be a little more gentle. The paper feels strong, but I don't want to rip any of these off. So just applying a little less pressure, okay, but still trying to get that curved piece. And then this can even be curved too. Again, lighter pressure. I don't want to pull those off. And with that little end, this little circle end on there, so I'm just being even more careful. Okay, and then it says I bet we need this one. Okay, so let's put all these little doohickeys on here. Of course, they won't be glued, so we can kind of adjust them as we go. No hot gluing yet, Leslie. It's okay. Oh, you know what? What I need to do immediately is add me back, and then there. Hello. No one ever tells me that. Make your face small. That's what we need to do. Okay. So it's already looking, oh, it's so cute. Okay. Let's see here. And again, you can kind of like spin these pieces around. Okay. And now I am going to just kind of put these on. I'm going to put them in place as I go. But again, they can be moved should we need to move them. Oh, it just like snapped into place. Okay. I'm putting it on. Now we are going to, we have two of the leaves, and it's the two biggest leaves because the other flower is smaller, and so it's going to get the smaller leaves, right? So we're doing these two leaves right here. It is better, Joan. I forget. Don't ever feel bad about telling me to like, no, make your hands bigger or make your face smaller. Sometimes I'll be honest with Switcher, since I'm using Switcher, I'm just so amazed that the audio's right that I forget about focusing on everything else. Okay. Now those were creased. I mean, you could use the bone folder on them, but I think I'm going to like them the way they are. Okay. All right. Now it's telling us glue the leaves together and then put them on the back of the flower. Can do. All right. Let's bring this in. Just so I make sure that I don't get any of this glue on the rest of my project. And it even has little tabs here for us to do that. Well, I could be doing it on the silicone mat if I was a smarty pants, because then it wouldn't stick, correct? Yes. Then I could apply some pressure to it, but it wouldn't stick. I might like do this. Okay, and then, oh my goodness, I have to stick this to the flower. And this is how I'm going to do that. Again, get that silicone mat out. I have 3 for a reason. There's always a use for them. One of them is still over with the gilded leafing. I point over there because I keep it over there in its own tub. But it's in a gilded leafing, and that's where it stays. Okay, let's leave that on there for a minute. Okay, and then let's move on to the next flower. The little guy. We're going to go slightly out of order here. Okay, the little guy is just 2 pieces. So I know I'm not missing anything. And so again, same procedure, okay? This is the easiest gardening I've ever done. And I've done a lot of gardening. This is the easiest, besides hiring someone to do it for me. So as I am doing these, I would say, let's see, as long as a person knew how to do this part right here, it wouldn't matter how old they were. There's no stamping in this kit. Of course, I wouldn't want to turn a child loose with the hot glue gun just because But I think you could definitely have grandkids, nieces and nephews, neighbor kids help you with this if they wanted to. Maybe maybe you have grandkids who might want to make this for their moms for Mother's Day, and the moms would really love it because it's actually something cute that they could, hang up. But the child will still help. So I think, obviously with supervision, it could be done. Mainly because of this part. I don't know about, um, if little kids have this skill or not. I have not been around. I haven't made it yet with little kids, so I don't know. Now we're going to use this it's black, Night of Navy. I don't know what color it is. I think it's Night of Navy, right? Because there was something else that was Night of Navy in here. So then this is going together. And again, we're going to alternate those petals. So it's really pretty. So I ordered 2, and I can already tell you 2 flowers in. I want more. I want more. Not to be stingy. I mean, not to like keep them all for myself, but because they're really pretty. And look at this. Look at this. And then how finished it looks on the back. That's really nice. That always tells me something's kind of, quality looking. Okay, let's bring our mat back in and let's see. Now, listen, you need to stand up. Then that just peeled right off. Okay. And even looking at the back of it, even with me doing it, and I'm not always good with the glue gun, that looks beautiful. Just like it's meant, like it was a professional did it, right? Maybe not that, but you can do this, is my point. I'm doing it, and I'm wacky at best. There's KZ. Hello, KZ, and thank you for sharing. They are blue. They are beautiful. Really, they're really eye catching. Okay, let's do the same thing we did. Well, actually, it has these. It even shows you like these. These leaves are kind of more like almost. If I were doing hands on the clock, I'd say they were at like 3:35. Oh, that's a good way to put it. I almost told you directions. How about 3:40? Okay, so it's not 3:45, but it's 3:40. That's how I put the leaves on, okay? And then the flower, that's probably a little more hot glue than I needed, but again, it's all right. Okay, and then do this. Leslie, I haven't been burned yet. I'm not getting cocky, but I haven't been burned yet. And there's our first gorgeous flower. Look at that. Look at it all around. Any way you see it, if you see it like up against, if you see the back of it, it doesn't matter. It's beautiful. Okay. Oh, let's do this yellow thing. Let's do this thing. It doesn't intimidate me, but I'm wondering about it. This little thing right here. Okay. But I watched Sarah do it, right? So it's okay. You need to buy a new glue gun for this. Well, that's okay. That's one thing that really, it's not very much, but then you will have it. So if any of these other little projects come along, you'll be ready to go. Okay, so let's see this thing. It wants you to form this. It wants you to end up folding it in half. Okay, so we need to break the fibers down a little bit. Oh, and let me show you this. This thing it has cuts all along the inside of it. Wants you to end up having it folded. Okay, so this is the one. It's just a little wonky. And this is also the one where you'll use your tear and tape. Let's see. I'm looking for something. Let's do this. Okay. So I need to get like the initial curve on it around something larger. And if we can't use our take your pick tool for everything, then what good is it? And it works. Okay, it's working great. Kind of focus on this part of wrapping it around this part because it's closer to the same diameter. It does taper a bit. And then I would even just do it. I'm trying to avoid a fold in the middle. Okay. So we're breaking the fibers down, right? Now you can kind of get in there and put even more of a curve to it. Again, you don't want to you got to finesse it a little bit, which is not my forte. So if I can do this, you can do this. Trust me. Okay. Because it's going to be folded, I believe. You want these to stay kind of rounded on the top. Let me take a look at this one again. This one you may have to watch me do it or watch Sarah do it a couple of times. Oh, you went to see 80 for Brady. That does look cute. I'm not a football fan, but I am a fan of all those women. So that might be the only show I would ever go see that was about football. Let me do this again. And so if you have something, I'm just grabbing this because it's the first thing that's coming to mind. But if you have something else that would go the whole, like a dowel, that would go the whole length of this, then you could grab that too. But this is working fine, and it's at my desk. So we want to just use what we have, right? Use what's near us. Okay. Okay, we're getting there. Now, what does it want me to do? It wants me to, okay. It wants me to run that tape. Well, you can do this from the beginning. I don't think it really matters, but, and again, it's two-sided, so whatever side ends up like looking like it's working the best, then go with that. Okay, so I need to run. Again, I haven't made one of these. I don't want to mess it up. I really don't want to mess it up in front of you. Wouldn't be embarrassing, but I'd have to open the second kit. Okay, so this is our Terran tape, right? Put it down on the edge, right on the edge of this flower. And then peel this. Yeah, I would want to wait to do that anyway. It's no big deal. Because now, I'm going to fold that piece over. Now we are going to put these edges together. I don't think they're supposed to be flat. I really think it's supposed to stay round at the top. It may not end up staying that way, but I feel like it should. Okay. See what's forming here? See as I'm doing that. Okay, good, KZ. Yeah, I thought it looked like it was more about, and if I recall, I saw those ladies on a talk show, and if I recall, I know it's based on a true story, but he never did meet with them, did he? Did you ever meet with them? Come on, Tom. Gotta meet with your 80-year-old fans. Anyway, I'm sure it's all about friendship. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, this thing, now that it's like that, now I feel like I can press down on them and make them a little floofy, dare I say. Make sure that none of them, I just didn't want them folded flat because that's not how it looks. That's not how it looks on the picture. Okay, now glue gun. If this one doesn't get me, then nothing will. Okay, and then there's our finished. This one almost looks like it has like a pearlized finish to it. I don't know. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's bring this in. Oh, dear Lord. Now, let me just take a minute here to shape it. Oh, I was already doing that. Okay. And then roll it. I think you're supposed to start it. The other thing I feel like doing is getting it going in a curve with my hand like this. And you won't see this anywhere else. Sarah didn't do this. Okay. No disrespect, but I feel like this is like a trick I've kind of learned with baking. When you're making a jelly roll, you want to get this going in a curve anyway. And then when you put it together, it'll be a little bit better. Okay. That's an exclusive Stamping Zoo pro tip. Although I should probably call it a pro tip after I finish the flower and not before. Okay. So I need to like step on it to get the center going here. Step on it, Stamping Zoo pro tip. Oh, yes. Okay. You can definitely see why that needs some glue is because it's a lot of paper you're trying to crimp into one little area. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna need a refill. Oh, hope I have some refills down there. I do. Don't be scared. But I am gonna, you know what I need? I don't want to get glue on these, but if I need to, I will. Okay. I am so impressed with myself when I can find things that have been missing off and on for years. You know, I never used the glue gun, but when I need it, I need it. There's no real substitute for the glue gun, right? Oh man, it's gonna be in that drawer until I die. I love it when you all say hello to each other. So kind and fun. Okay, now that we have it started, this is like a jelly roll. It is. You just have to wrap it around. Oh, it's pretty. It is so cool. Okay, so kind of keep it though. Keep it between your fingers and thumb there, okay? Because again, it's going to get a little wonky at the end, and you should keep it in your non-dominant hand. So your dominant hand can run the glue gun. Okay, so you roll it, and then you need your dominant hand to do the serious business. And crimp it. Look at it. Of course, we can play with it a little bit once it gets solid. But I'm just sitting it right over there with these tweezers. They are in the Adhesive Essentials kit or something like that. Okay, so obviously they are because they're essential. Okay, this little guy, super cute. This is going to have, hold it. We use 2. Yes, we have 6 of these. We use 2 in each little, at each little stem. And again, we are going to give these the same attention. And again, they are 2-sided. So, oh, so fun. Okay. It is cute. Looks like a, I don't know, just like a flower where the petals are really tight, like a chrysanthemum or something like that. So you have all mix of shapes, colors, and flowers here. This could be definitely for anybody who has a garden, but just anybody who likes some cute decor. Dare I say, it looks a little modern. The lines are straight enough to, I think, go into where I wouldn't call this traditional. I wouldn't call it overtly modern, and I wouldn't call it Victorian or anything like that. It's just kind of all occasion. So adorable. Okay, Kathleen, we'll see you later. She's got to go. She's got to go make 75 cards before the end of the night. You think I'm joking? Okay, so again, then we're just going to taper, or no, stagger the petals. I'm going to do that. And then put one in here. And they're short enough that they hide very nicely. Aw. I have all these things popping up on my screen. Like, enough with the notifications. I'm fine. Not from you guys, just from my email and stuff. Okay. And come on now. Again, and you can use your take your pick tool if you don't have your own take your pick tools on the end of your fingers. Okay. And then finally, so there aren't extras in this kit. So keep your eye on the pieces. Don't open this when you're sitting on the couch. No, I know. You want to open it when you get home. You're sitting on the couch. Don't do that. You'll lose one of these brads. There's not extra. Every little component is so detailed. It's very professional looking. It is, isn't it? It's a professional paper crafting looking thing. I'm surprised. I'm always so shocked at our kits anyway. And then this one, I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, so the middle of this one kind of is wanting to come out. So I am going to put a little, I bet I'm going to end up putting a little more glue on it anyway, but I'm going to fill some of these edges now that it's shaped. Okay, and I'm going to put it down like this so it can just dry off to the side here. Okay, we've made all our flowers, and that went well. We have these greenery pieces that we are supposed to shape also. They are going to kind of frame all of these flower bits. So we don't want those to be flat. And again, be careful when you are pulling these to curve them. Don't pull one off. You could probably hide it with glue, with hot glue, or one of our craft glues or adhesives or something. But if you don't have to, then that's good. And so just curve those up. They're going to be your base layer, and the flowers will sit on top of these. So we're okay with just a little less curve. Still really pretty. All right, we have all of our pieces. Oh, well, it wants me to glue this together, but just say, hold on, Stampin' Up. I want to do this for a minute. Well, let's see. I could do this, I guess. I'm gonna vary. I'm gonna go with my gut and vary. I want to have this handle part done first, and I kind of want to. This little piece is what it's going to help us to know where to place our flowers and our greenery. But I still want to have this yarn on here first. Okay, so it's telling me right here. Start over here. Leave about a 7.5 inch piece of extra on the end for yourself so that you can hot glue it and make a hook. And one of these pieces, let's see, one of these sides, now this is different. One of these sides, I'm going to see if it will focus. There we go. See that? And then the other side does not have that on there. Okay, so this is the front because it has some sort of a finish, a very light colored pattern on it. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is the one piece that is not two-sided. Okay, we're going to go for it. You'll wrap that wreath circle with ribbon. Oh, yes. Let's see, one more idea. And it doesn't matter where I start. It just matters that I get it started. Right? So I am going to press this into the glue so that I don't burn myself. See, it was so good that Leslie mentioned that, because then it keeps me, this is like the goal. It's like, please don't burn yourself. Now, I see one thing I should have done right away is I put this glue on the front, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have put it on the back. So a tiny faux pas, but it's okay because you will learn from that, and you will not put the glue on the front. You will put the glue on the back, right? Okay. And really, it was cleaned up pretty easily. Okay. Again. Going here, right? And we are just, there's no, you don't have to do any embroidery, no fancy footwork up here. Just thread this yarn around. It's going to make the topper of this. Okay. Like, I'm not even time lapsing this. I don't want to edit videos, and I don't really want to watch edited videos either. I don't know. Sometimes they're over edited. If they're edited a little bit, that's okay. But like Suzanne Netz, paper crafter extraordinaire from Canada, she likes to edit, and her videos look fantastic. And I told her, please don't make me do that. She's like, I will not. So if you're going to be in our retreat, you're going to get a mix of edited and not edited. And I think it's the perfect mix then, right? So you don't get tired of my style, and you won't get tired of her style, because you have a half and half. Oh yeah, this is looking cool. Just have to make sure I don't hang too much up. And again, like Deborah said, she's going to wrap it with ribbon. So there's a million different things that you can do with this. And you can still have it beautifully coordinated because these are all Stampin' Up! Colors, right? Like I said, very vanilla, Calypso Coral, Petal Pink, maybe Garden Green. I know there's Old Olive in here, or at least I think there is. And soft saffron. I'll look at the back in a minute here, but those are the colors that I know I can see. Okay, coming to the end. Oh, this is very pretty. And it's not, like I said, this is a really great weight of yarn. I don't know, it just kind of folds over. It's not tripping me up. It's not knotting, and it is not unraveling at all. Nothing like that. It's just doing its thing. I'm gonna do a couple more. I know it's at 7.5 inches. I don't want to be too long. I think that's good. Okay, so remember I told you that I started it on the wrong side. So I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to bring this to the back. And then I can, then I can cut off excess, but the glue part will be on the back. Okay, and then, oh my gosh, I didn't want glue over there. Then I'm going to bring this right beside it. Let's see. want to make sure you guys can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay, I'm going to bring this right beside it, and I'm going to leave enough room on the bottom so that I can trim that as well. Okay. And then this little piece. What if I hold it up to show you? This is what I'm thinking, right? I hold this up to show you, and I'm so proud, and it falls apart. No, Lisa, no. Like, or accentuate the positive. My goodness. Just was thinking that, like, oh, like they do on these cooking shows or something, of like gets finished and then like the Great American Bake Off, they get finished with it and then like the top goes. Okay, there we go. This looks very cute. Okay, so it could be like this, and actually, I could put a little glue on the back side of this right here so that the ribbon or the yarn kind of stays where I wrapped it. Okay. I'm putting it at the end. This is also something you won't see on the Stampin' Up! Video, I don't think. Maybe they did. I don't know. It's we're gonna call it my secret. So you have to stick with me, right? Oh God. Leslie, I stuck my finger in it, but it did not burn. Of course, there's like these strings, right? Come on now. Oh, I have this kind of in a weird way. I have mine in a weird way. It goes in the front and the back. I don't think that's how it's supposed to be. That's all right. It's one continuous piece. It's good. And once I hang it up, it's just gonna look kind of fun. Okay. We'll call that my personal spin. Okay, now, oh my gosh, now we're gonna put the flowers together. I wanted to do that so that I didn't have the flowers off-centered once I got them finished. Like, what if I did the ribbon too big or too small? Then my flowers are going to look weird. I'm not going to have my flowers down here at the very center. They have put them off to the side. And I think, like, even when we're doing card making, right, it gives it so much more interest to have the subject, in this case, our 3 flowers, be off-centered a little bit. So I'm always trying to learn from what Stampin' Up! Is showing me here. And what is that thing? Oh, they may have taped them together. They may have taped them together, but we are going to just do some of this. It's going to be this simple. And then we're going to do some of this. Okay. Just don't waste time. That's the only thing. That's the thing with glue, with hot glue, right? Is don't mess around and let it harden, or else you have to put a big glob of it on top of itself. Okay, and now I'm going to go back to what they told me to do with the flowers. Okay, that's going to sit off to the side. It's already so cute. It doesn't even have flowers on it yet. Okay, so now it says, you're going to take this little thing and it's going to direct you how to put these on here. Brilliant. I love this idea so much. Okay, so it's even saying like, you're going to use these corners for these 2 flowers. Like that's how it's having you do it. So there's a long side and 2 shorts. What is that? Isosceles? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But what it wants you to do is it wants us to put a blob of glue there and put our flower there. Oh, I should be doing this on a silicone mat. Yep. Silicone mat to the rescue, because obviously your flowers are going to be a little bit off of these dots. And this one, I kind of want to look at it a little bit. I don't want the leaves I want the leaves on the outside. I'm giving it plenty of glue. It's going to be hidden. And there's kind of getting a lot of volume in here, right? Okay. Then this one. I feel like that. There we go. Maybe this should be in the back. There. Okay. This is how this is looking on the back. All right. And you can kind of like press those down and they will do their little thing. And then here's our pom pom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, but it's so cute. That's one fun thing about doing this live with you is like I get to experience this when you're experiencing this. Nobody's told me that they made it yet, I don't think. I think you're planning on it from the comments, but it's so adorable. I mean, shut up, Stampin' Up. How is this so cute? Who made this? I want them to have a get designer of the month. Now this, I've already gone off. We were supposed to place this first in or after the two flowers before this thing. So it's okay. I am going to figure out a way to put this down in here so it still looks finished. See this? It wants to be up here. Okay, I think we can do this. Right? It's just the old squisharoo. The old squisharoo. Squish some glue in there while it's liquidy. Put that in. And then don't stop to take a drink or mess around or diddle around on your phone. Get that in there where you want it. Okay. Oh yes. Okay. It's so cute. Okay, and now we're going to take it over to the wreath. I didn't get glue all over my desk. Oh my gosh, this thing's so adorable. You just stop it. Just get out. Oh, I see. They have it leaning over this way. Hey, that works too. Okay, this thing I might. Oh, yes. You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to take this off. Now, look, you can do this. It's okay because I'm doing it. I'm just going to glue it on here. I didn't get it tucked in. So learn from me. Do that one before you put the little yellow piece in because you need to have it kind of short so that it needs a support. But again, all that's going to be hidden. Okay. Or most of it's going to be hidden. There we go. And then that's how it's going to go. Do you believe we're making this thing? I am not good at this kind of stuff. I know I make cards, but that's different. I'm not good at this whole wreath business. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm going to send this to one of my friends that I made wreaths with. Chris Debenham, I hope you're not watching this. You're going to get one of these. Okay, now let's look at the back. Look at the back. It even looks pretty. It's finished. Even there's that little spot that I had to reattach the three flower stem on. Okay, get out of town. And it is 6:30. So I made this in an hour, but I was chatting with you. That counts for a lot of the time because I'm talking us through the project, right? So it's not even going to take you an hour. And then it's going to be so adorable. Oh my gosh, who wants this kit now? Give me a little thumbs up if you're wanting this kit. Look at it. It's so adorable. That's how it goes together. Like I said, I could have done a little bit different on my um, yarn, but actually, I think it's fine. So, so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so when you see me next time, it's going to be hanging on that door over there. Okay. Um, how many of you want this for yourself? And if you're going to get this for yourself, you probably should buy one for your bestie because your bestie wants one too. She just doesn't know it yet. And it's so cute. So, again, this is the Wreath of Blooms kit. I will show you the item number again on it. 162362. It's super sweet. I dare say mine looks sort of like the example that they made. It looks sort of like it's supposed to look. Kathy, thank you. It is cuteness, isn't it? Yeah, it's. Let's see here. Whoops. No, remove that. Okay, and let's remove this and let's add this. There we go. So anyway, you guys, I hope you're going to enjoy this. It's super cute, very fun, and the colors are beautiful. The finish is beautiful on it. I can't believe this thing is $13. That's just kind of blowing me away. If you would like to buy this kit from me, I would love to sell it to you. And I've just showed you how to put it together, right? There are a lot of resources for this and all of our kits. So actually, let me just show you. Let's see. Let's jump over to how you can find this and all of our other kits. Okay, one moment. Let me pull up. Whoops. Let me pull up my website because I'm always talking about it, right? Okay, so let me share my screen with you. And we are going to go over to, here we go. So once you are at the Stamping Zoo, then you just cruise down here and hit the Shop Now tab. You'll be shopping with me at that point if you are in the United States. If you're not in the United States, don't use this tab because it'll probably error out on you, okay? But I have lots of other lovely demonstrator friends in other countries. So if you need help or want suggested advice on somebody that I might know, then please feel free to ask. Okay, so right away it shows you where you can get the Wreath of Blooms kit. But let's say we just want to look at all of the kits. Okay, so let's shop by, no, let's shop products. Kits collection, there's Kits Paper Pumpkin, that's slightly different sign up. And then let's shop all. Okay, don't forget, like I always try to tell people, the thing that you need to remember about the kits collection is that we have kits in French as well, because we have lovely Quebecois people in Canada, shoppers in Canada who speak French. Okay, so they want French kits. So if you don't want French kits, then make sure you're ordering the one that says English. All right, or you're going to get a little tiny surprise. And here we go. And there's everything. There's card making kits. There's kits like this wreath. There's a magnet board. There's a whole slew of birthday cards. And the price is, I think, as low as $12 or up to maybe 25. Yeah, the magnet kits, the magnet board's $25. That might be the one that's the most expensive. So anyway, that's where you find the kits. They are not in the catalogs. So that's just a little secret for you. Okay, everyone. I hope you've had a wonderful time with me because I've had a wonderful time with you. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great night. I'll see you later.